This is how serious this message is. I'm not just building this up for no reason. I know where this is going. I know what happens after this. And without further ado, let's just try and build a groundwork, right? When I was in school, I liked to play a lot of sports. My school was a sports college, right? It wasn't just an academic school. My school was very academic, but it was a sports college. So we had, like, if you know FA, right? For the football fans, for the soccer fans, like the FA, right? We had official FA coaches for our PE teachers, right? So we was not just taught by young men and young women who just went to get a degree from university. These were elite trainers who were able to see your talent and push you to the teams that are local, right, in the country. So I remember being from the Caribbean, our church, come on, I'll say it now, right? After a game of football, you come into the changing room, and I'm glad that the young boys are here today, because you're gonna relate to this, right? And you know when you go to the changing room, right? I don't know about your school, but in my school it's a big school, multicultural, everyone's there. We're talking about 3,000-4,000 people, young people in the school, like 15 to 16 classes in 1 year group. But you guys heard me? Major school, right? And in the changing room, you know, when it's like everyone's hot and everyone's tired and there's a lot of sweat and there's a lot of smells around, and it's like they were trying to advocate this everyone jump in the shower kind of thing. Come on up, church, don't say me. And I was like, you see where I'm from, guys? There was a group of us that was just okay. We were just safe where we were. Everyone was just taking their clothes off. You're saying what? Like, if you understand the sport called football, right? That is a part of the culture, right? And I'm being serious. When you watch these, so your team, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, these Premier League teams, when they go into the changing room, they have one bath. Okay, you guys want to hear me today? Maybe you're not getting it. One bath, right? They call it team building, right? So I know this concept. I'm in the changing room, and I'm saying, man, listen, man, big man, just ease up to the left a little bit, church. Come on, hey. Just hold your corner over it. Listen, you can clearly see this in my vicinity, right? And because I knew I was not going to jump in no shower while everyone is just walking free, right? At the same time, I wasn't going to go back to my class smelling, right? So something's got to be done, because there was a lot of guys in my school that they weren't wise on both ends. They said, cool, no shower, but they also said, cool, to what you're going to do about the smell, right? And they used to get the most cussing in school. But I said, my bath is at home. My shower's at home. That's where I get clean. This is school where I come to learn. Come on out, church, say amen. Yeah. So I must find a backup, right? So I walk with my deodorant and I spray up that deodorant. Come on out, church, say amen. Right? Don't act like some of us don't do this anyway. Right? The worst type of masking, right? You see, I'm doing that under duress. I'm doing that because I have to. I know there's some people that wake up with, hello church. That better not be you. Right? But because of the situation, I was forced to do this, and I would spray myself up. Like I would spray on my skin. I'll put on my vest and I spray again. My shirt, spray the shirt. Because you have to seal in the deal. Come on out, church, talk to me now. Like a glue. Come on out, church. Then I put the jumper on and I spray the jumper. Because I'm not going to be the guy that is because the girls don't know I have PE today. Come on out, church. All they know is that you stink. Right? And I'm trying to break it down, right? That this story hit me when I was doing this sermon, and it dawned on me, right? That even though I walk through the corridor and I'm in my class now, one girl said to me, yo, Fuller, you smell nice. Yes. Come on up, church, amen. Mission accomplished. In other words, morning I showered and I smelled fresh. That was real freshness. B.O. got involved. Church, you see when I tell a story, I'm telling the church, please don't just laugh at the story. try and grab the message in the story. Seriously. In the beginning, I was fresh. Real freshness. But then Bill got involved. You with me, Elder? I'm just checking you. So what I did is I masked the Bill for a while because I knew that I was going to go back home to get fresh for real. The Bill was still there, but I masked it well, so nobody ever knew that I had Bill on PE day, because I knew they were going to be there in my classroom after the PE class, so I masked it. So when they saw me and when they smelled me, they said, Andrew, man, you're as clean as a whistle. But I knew that I was smelling. And that what you smell is just the mask. Church, as I dive into this message, right, I strongly believe that we have masked our BO. Yes. I believe this. I believe that we have masked the real problems. This is for effect, by the way, church. Just think about that. And the funny thing is why I preach my sermons how I preach them, because some audiences feel safe in some other people's sermons, but not in my sermons. I'm being honest. When I'm preaching, there's no hiding. There's no yes, no. If Nathan came to David and said to David, listen man, stop this acting and lying. You're the man. You see, if it was a next prophet, right? David probably would have bamboozled him, but Nathan didn't come to play him up. David simply came to say, listen man, Uriah got a done deal. You were wrong for doing that. Yes. There are issues in our life right now that we have decided to never ever handle. And I'm making this book all around. This is class today, church. Come on and say amen. The church, I'm being serious, church. The camera might not reach. If you know me, sometimes recording me is a hard thing. Right? But I'm being serious. I'm taking my time because I know what is at stake. I believe we have hidden our main issues because we are looking at them, the damage they've caused, the pain they've caused, and instead of trying to handle it, let's just act like everything's okay. So we preach, we sing, we put on events, right? We go to camp meetings, we go to their fellowships, go to concerts, and we sing the songs. And everyone's smelling us like, you smell nice. But do you guys know that the people who, so if I really had a BO problem, because I mask it at school, the school folks don't suffer. It's wherever I go home. Because that's who I really am. They suffer. Uh-oh. Coming closer now. Hello, elders. You see at church, you're happy, you're smiling. Happy Sabbath, sanctuary, religious message, vegan, look good. Hi, everyone, look, oh, the elder is so lovely. That's just you spraying your spray, covering your pillow. But when you go home, your children know who you are. Your wife knows who you are. And further than that, you know who you are. The Lord told me 3 months ago, stop preaching to symptom problems. Stop preaching at branches. Stop cutting off branches. No, I'm being serious. The Lord stopped me in my preaching tracks and said, stop preaching symptom problems. Right. Yeah. Why are you preaching about pornography if pornography is an escape? Oh man, guys, don't miss this now. That's like getting mad at people that go to McDonald's, right? but all you've done is shut down the go-to. But there was something before that was taking place in their life that caused me to go to the go-to. So if I attack the go-to, all the one that is going there is going to do is find another go-to. You guys see that? So when you make jewelry the issue, right, whether it's right or wrong, biblically speaking, you have missed the gospel message, because Jesus does not handle symptom issues. Nicodemus did not look holy. Do your research. But Jesus did not waste his time trying to change his appearance, because he knew, if I get this man to be born again, everything else will fall into place. So you go on talking about trousers. Yes, waste your time. I'll put the trousers on. How are we still at the place, right, where we think that, hear me now, that if I wear something on my legs, right, different to someone else, that makes me bad now? So you didn't want to say amen, church, you know? They're like, good one. They're like, I understand. Amen! Like, even if you're wearing the right clothes, hallelujah, but that's not the reason why you're going to heaven. That's like saying, okay, Toronto's playing tonight. Let me go buy a jersey. Maybe they'll pick me. We live like that. Come to church, look the part, eat the part, dress the part, sound the part. And then because people, I'm being honest now, because people know no better, their standard is how you look, sound, and how you are perceived on the outward appearance. That's why the Bible says God looks at the heart. If the change starts here, everything else falls into place. The Bible says in Psalms 127, right? Please don't miss this, right? Psalms 127 verse 1. Unless, I love this Bible text, we read it and we go over it and we cliche it and we say it like one of them big phrases. Unless the Lord build the house, the builders labor in vain. See it there, church? No, church. You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me, church, right? If God is not building your house, your efforts are a waste of time. Yes. Let's break this down. If you're bringing your children to church every Sabbath, right? That's your building the house. Because you're trying to do that to keep them Christian. But if God if God don't build your house, whatever you do is a waste of time. Question. Watch this now. So why do we keep doing it? Isn't that a valid question? If I've just told you, right, that there are ways, right, that there are ways of building your house, I'll speak about them. God is saying if he don't build it, you're wasting your time. He says, right, if the watchman, right, if God doesn't protect the city, then the watchers are watching in vain. Do you guys know? That means even if you're keeping the Sabbath and you're guard the edges, come on, church. Sabbath TV off, come on, church. Live church, right on Sabbath hour. Iron board shut down. No cooking. Don't get me wrong. Good practices. Don't get me wrong. But if God is not in your marriage, your Sabbath keeping is a waste of time. It's okay. I say amen. Amen. My mom always told me, when you go to someone's house, bring them to go pack lunch. Come on, church. So let's get to the bottom of this quickly. Right? God builds God watches and protects the city. One more time. So did God say we did it? No. I do it. Because the attackers, those who are coming against our homes, it is the one who we can't fight. And don't miss this. Your marriage will be plummeted if you were to fight the devil, because you can't win against the devil. So God says, let me build the house. binary. Commands and rules and systems in your home, that is secondary. So we can say like this, come home at this time. You can't go ahead. Parents now, right? You know, you can't wear that. You must do this one, and I say to do that. And then they come to church because you're the leader. Oh, yeah, leader. Yes, mother and father, leader. And then the children are following your ways. So in your mind, you're thinking, yes, they're following me. Yes, God is good. Hallelujah. And then, you know, be at Sabbath school. Okay, mom, I'm there now. Yes, they're in Sabbath school. Edna, is my son in Sabbath school? Yes, he's in there. Hallelujah. Oh, wow. Listen, church. If God is not building the house, all of those things are going to backfire in your face one day. Even if your child comes to Sabbath school and early teen and Pathfinders and AYS, I'm telling you right now, if he or she don't see Jesus in the home, I am telling you, something is going to happen in his life. Because, hear me now, don't miss this, right? I'm starting with addiction because I'm going to ask you a question. What is addiction? Tell me, don't be shy. I'm not come to say, you're not going to get a B or an F at this church, you know. There's no pride, there's no loser. What is addiction in your estimation? What is addiction? Talk to me.
Something you think you have no control.
Something you think you have no control over. One more.
Something you can't live without.
Something that controls you, your mind and your body. Anyone else? A coping mechanism. Now I want to let someone know this, right? That this was the youngest person in the room that gave the right answer. Can I hear an amen? Amen! See that? They don't want to say amen. It's okay. She said, a coping mechanism. Now let's look at this logically, right? The devil is a liar. Please don't miss this, right? Please don't miss this, right? I'm trying to let the parents know this right now. Listen very carefully. Addiction is simply an escape from pain. So when you look at someone that's addicted, right, and you're thinking, man, look at them, look at that person, want to just mash their life up, look at them, just love sin, look at them, they're just choosing the devil, look at them, how you're just drinking and smoking, how you're just sleeping around, how you're just going here and going there. Humble yourself. Many people who are addicted come from wow, do you guys know this, right? It's going to blow your mind. This is going to blow your mind. Do you guys know, right? At the age of 13, every teenager gets to 11, 12, and then 13. Do you guys know, scientifically proven, the mind of a 13-year-old becomes detached from their parents? I'm not asking you, church, no, by the way, because I read. Hello, church. This is not, validate me. No, I am teaching now. That's why at 13, 14, the son or the daughter becomes like more in the room, more on the phone, more on the iPad, more with the friends. It seems as if they don't want to really be around. Hear me now. The Bible says, train up a child. Church, train up a child. Guess what? You can only train a child. You see if he's 15? No, sorry. Church, come on. I am trying to teach him. If your son is 14, I'm telling you right now, according to science, 1 to 7 is the window for your sponge to be sucking water. If 1 to 7 has passed, I'm letting you know that it is now way too late. I said this to my leaders, I'm being real, and my pastors, and my people in my vicinity, and my people. I said, how come we're not teaching this? How come we're teaching what young people should do, but we ain't teaching, right, how we should train young people? When young people start wilding out, they're wilding out because home wasn't right. I knew I wouldn't get an amen for that. The Lord told me in a night vigil, and I'll get no amen tonight. So don't think I'm looking for no amen tonight. I know what this causes. I'm being honest. But I'm going to show you, I've done this purposely. I am showing you purposely from the world's point of view. So that no one can say, the Bible, it didn't mean that. So I've done my research for a few years, and I'm showing you what you can actually Google right now and get an answer. No, I'm going to say it one more time. You can Google what I'm saying today and find that the world-leading scientists, psychologists, and trauma therapists back this. When you get to 13, there is a window that closes. Addiction, I have been there. Listen, church, and I'm saying it boldly. I have been addicted to so many things that would blow your mind that I know if you knew, some of you look at me differently. But guess what? I could care less.
Yes.
Because you was not there when I was deep in sin. You didn't sink down and grab me out of the mess. Come on, church. So when you don't like my past, that's with you. Hear me now. Right? Don't miss this, please. The Bible says in Romans 7, verse 15. Let's bring it biblical, just for the beginning part, right? This is Paul, by the way. This is mid-apostle. So he ain't no newbie no more. He is now in the word, of the word, healing souls, preaching crusades. He is baptizing. Paul has already been persecuted, and now Paul says this out of nowhere. I'm reading it from in your version. It don't say it in my version, because my version brings out the Greek. Can you guys hear me today? And my version is how it should sound, and how it does sound is how you've never heard it before in your life. Romans 7:15. We know the text. Don't miss this now. We know the text, for we know. Hear me now. No. I want someone to go there. KJV right now. Who's got the text? What does it say?
For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that do I not. But what I hate, that do I.
Guys, we've read this how much times?
Millions.
Come on now, church. Many times. How comes we don't break this down? How it is in the text? Do you guys know what Paul is saying? Tell me. Because remember, this is Paul, the same man that we look up to, and the most prolific writer in the Bible. Are you guys hearing me? The most prolific Christian, in my opinion, in the Bible. Are you guys hearing me today? He says, listen, you see the things that I want to do? I can't do it.
Yes.
Guys, I'm trying to bring this close, you know. The things that you don't want to do, you're doing it. Yeah, one time. The things that you don't want to do, just doing it. What we do now, we read that text right, and we just bypass that. Because culturally, hear me now, that don't make sense. When you're a Christian, that can't run. Come on, church, talk to me now. So we don't really dissect that word. We don't really wrestle with that word. What we do, we bypass it. In the Greek, do you know what Paul is saying? He's saying this. Don't miss this now. I do not know myself.
Amen. Yes.
No. Paul is literally saying, I don't understand myself. I looked this up and I was like, let me break this down. The writer says, Paul is trying to bring out the point that he is going through a conundrum. He is confused. He is like, man, I've been doing some great work for the Lord, and the things that I don't even want to do, I find myself doing it. And then I want to do the Lord's work.
Yes.
And I can't do it. I'm letting every young person know right now, no matter what you're doing, I'm letting you know this. No matter where you've been, no matter where you are, I'm letting you know this. What you are doing does not define you. Amen. See that, church? The least amens for these ones? Yeah, haha. If you're doing some wild stuff, I'm letting you know that God is not looking at your actions. Let me tell you why, right? When Eve ate the fruit, don't miss this now. Let's go deeper. Don't miss this now, right? We are so We are so hung up on the action, and that's how the devil has battered the church. That's why there are greater sins and lesser sins. Think about it. Where did that come from? Because it's not in the Bible. I'm going to show you right now. You say, talk to the Pharisees, committing adultery is, don't miss this now, when a man goes in with a woman, the church says, whoa, that can't run. Hallelujah. No, if I find out that pastor did a thing like that, he's finished. Listen, guys, man. Huh? I've had enough of this church. Not this church, but I've had enough of this church. Hey, you have to correct yourself, church. Come on, church. The Malton that I love. Don't miss this, though, church, please. Jesus said, but I say, if you think about a woman in your heart, you're an adulterer. So what Jesus was saying now, this is now theology. I'm doing theology now. Jesus went to the Pharisees with this mindset because he knew that these men were looking at the physical sin, right? And the action. They were looking at the violence of the action and they were calling out everyone on their actions. They were like, boom, I called you. Look at that person over there. Look at what they're doing. Look at what they're wearing. And Jesus says, think about that, right? The ones who were calling out the action had the devil in their hearts. Amen. Let's let that sink. But Jesus had the Spirit in his heart. So then that means wherever he's trying to change people, he's going to do it from the heart. That's why Jesus is trying to say, in other words, stop looking at people, because in that one statement, adultery happens in the heart. In other words, every man and woman, stop judging. Stop judging. Because if we were to play your mind right now on the screen, you would run out the building. So humble yourself. How dare you look at someone that just got catch up and caught, and you're there judging, and you know that you think the worst things. Addiction, right? In my story started like this. I'm being honest with you. Adventist parents, the biggest posts. I saw my father in the church, right? And I saw my father as everyone in the church loved my dad and loved my mom. But at home, I was like, I'll come to church, you know. Brother, full up. I'll be like, yo. I'll be there. Does he? Okay. Young people are like, man, Andrew, oh, your dad, man, I wish my dad. I said, what? You guys see that? Do you guys know this is all science? I'm going to show you right now. I'm telling you, it's all science. Being able to treat others outside of your, so you have a loving circle, right? When you have gone through traumatic events as a child, right? Where you've never been shown how to love, and you've not been shown how to be affectionate, and you've not been shown how to affirm others, and you've not been shown how to be kind, and you've not been taught how to love when someone is even wrong, what takes place, right, is that you are able to love people outside of your circle easily. But those in your circle, they will never see the Jesus that the church see in you. Just don't hear me, church. These are problems, right? That I'm just saying again, if we don't address them, there's no point going forward. My mom and dad, right? I'm being honest with you, and I can say today we have come to a place after almost 20 years as a family where we have handled our trauma. I say it again. He who feels it knows it. Right? I'm getting the most severe things happening to me at home that are causing prompted me to be scared of my father, then going to school, taking it out on people. So when you see a gangster and you think, oh, look at that guy, just wants to be a bad guy. Guys, you just prove it. You have no right to speak against things that's happened to people that you don't know about. Do you know how you look at someone that is in major problems, right? How you look at that person shows where you are. So when you see a murderer, right, and you think, you just proven you have no idea about the process of how a human being can go from a smiling child. Do you guys know that every murderer was a crying baby? Do you know that every rapist was a toddler that smiled and said, "Mommy"? Almost. Do you guys know that there are the guys that walked into schools and shot up the kids, right? Do you know that they probably went to school and, were just trying to be happy? But trauma that happens to you goes nowhere unless we handle it. We came from the Caribbean, right? From Africa. And we came to our countries in the Western world, the Canadas, Americas, the Englands. And I'm saying it plain and simple. Church, you know that many of things you have seen way back in those years. And I'm asking the question, when have you addressed those issues? When have you thought about maybe the way that I had life affected me this way, and now there's a cycle where we're seeing, man, my children, they got it again, and then their children, they get it again. Guys, this is how the devil plants himself in the family. He doesn't just want my great-great-grandma. He came for my grandma and my dad and me, and now he's trying to get my little daughter. So if we don't break this stuff down, church will just be spraying Leo. Listen very carefully, right? Do you guys know how deep I can get right now? I can make a bold statement right now. Every young person that's ever left Malton was because of trauma. I'm not asking. There's a reason why I can validate my claims. I'm telling you. Right? If you want to go deep, we can do a background check and do interviews. And I guarantee you're going to find out, right, that there were issues not in the young people primarily. But there was an escape. I'm trying to escape a consistent pain. Like, there's no love in the home. We're always arguing. I'm the child. Okay, I agree. But you don't respect me. I get I'm the child. I get I'm only a boy. But love does not treat me like some kid. My dad said to me at the age of 16, I was in camp meeting, and he said to me, when I park outside of the team's tent, you better walk down them stairs and jump in the van. I was 16, right? I was in the gang. I was stealing already. I was robbing grown men already. I was sleeping around for the past 3 years prior to that age already. I was, listen, I was smoking weed already. I was dealing drugs already. And I'm like, that's it. When I come down and park out, I said, me and my brother Steve was like, yo, I was like this, yo, Steve, bro. Big man. Pops is gonna come down the stairs. I'm not going this time. What happened? What took place was this, right? If the Lord built the house, then the laborer don't labor in vain. I'm going to say it again. If the Lord is building the house, your labors will work. No, I'm going to say it again. Your labors you're finding, parents, aren't working, right? Be honest, sometimes. I'm trying to do the right thing. It's not happening. I'm telling you why. Because you're doing it your way. Parenting is not just, you just have a child and you just do it. No. You got to read up, you got to research, you got to find out how these things work, you got to find out how things are transmitted, you got to find out how you have to be, you got to understand the child's brain and the window of where you're meant to be most loving. Scientists say if you've not shown affection to your son or daughter by the age of 3, they will most likely go through situations where they find a man and they allow that man to break their heart. You're hearing me. We're seeing so much young ladies, right? Go from man to man to man to man. And we're seeing that as they're just loose. Or they're just frivolous. No. From 1 to 3, do you guys know that affirmation and love, the window closes at 3 years old? If you've not been loving on that child from 1 to 3, it is now catch up. That's why our parenting is more remedying. So it's like we're having to put a solution to a major problem. We're trying to, let out the fire. Right? So I said to my dad, no, I'm not going in the van. And I didn't come home that night. This was camp meeting, spiritual convocation. The water came too high. I said this to God. I said, God, I've had enough of this. Do you guys know that I really love God?
Amen.
So you're thinking, how? I'm telling you right now. When I was doing my worst stuff, I'm telling you, I always loved God. Do you know what made me leave? It was home. I would go to a campaign just like this, right? And I'll be moved by the campaign. Then I go home. And I'm like, why is it that I'm reading the Bible and I came across a text that said, fathers, don't provoke your sons to anger. I said, God, the Bible says this, but why is it that it's not happening in the home? So me and my dad became enemies in the home. Enemies in the home. When I was too young to even understand, my dad was just doing what he received as a child. Wait. It's not even his fault. See, you guys didn't catch that. You thought I was going to be like, parents? No. It's not even the parents' fault. I'm not justifying, but I'm just saying we can't. The solution is not, let's witch hunt. Let's go for the parents now. No. There's no solution with blaming.
Amen.
Church, listen very carefully. No. Please don't miss this, right? When we find ourselves in trauma or problems, we seek a way out. Don't miss this. If we can't seem to find a way out, right, then we look for some other behavior to lessen the pain. So things like pornography, right? And you're thinking, how can young people be watching pornography? Guys, do you know how basic and common this thing is? Can I say this again, church?